All right, guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about a show, The Deuce, a show that I just rewatched. I watched it when it first came out, thought it was an amazing show. I just binged it a few days ago, and the feelings haven't changed. I'm doing this to recommend this series for you guys. And one of the reasons that made The Deuce so great, and I'll talk about all that, from the writing, the concept, the cast and characters, everything. But one thing I think the show did so well was, in a world where we have shows that they may start off great, but we milk them too dry. Like, we milk them dry to where we don't even recognize the show when it comes to its end, to the point that we start to feel, maybe some resentment that the show has overstayed its welcome. And we know shows like that have ran on way too long, or on the flip side of that, we have shows that didn't get their day in the sun at least long enough. Like, it was cut too short, canceled, or, it just, we look back and we're like, damn, that was a good show, but it never got its chance. But this show, The Deuce, I feel it's what you want. It ran its course I think it only ran for 3 seasons, and they were able to tell the story they wanted to tell. And when it came to its conclusion, I wasn't left wanting more or needing more answers. It was a complete story. So with that intro out of the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into it and tell you why you should check this out. Of course, non-spoiler, because I want you to go check the show out. So with that being said, my good people, let's waste no more time. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So The Deuce comes from the mind of David Simon and George Pelecanos, or Pelecanos. I hope I'm saying that right. This duo are the ones that are behind The Wire. The show takes place in the gritty streets of New York City during the 1970s and 80s, exploring the rise of the adult industry and urban decay and people caught in the middle. And so, like I said, The Deuce, its primary area of location is set in Times Square, back when it was less neon tourist trap and more of a dangerous crossroad of hustlers, cops, sex workers, and dreamers. So over the 3 seasons, the series the series tracks how the world transforms socially, economically, and morally as new industries reshape the city. Now, if atmosphere is what you crave in a show, well, The Deuce, thumbs up on that, because it meets that criteria. It nails it. The character wardrobe, the grime, you can practically smell the cigarette smoke through the screen. I mean, it's stylish but grounded. It's not an action-packed show. Instead, it's more of a slow burn, filled with character studies, intersecting storylines that reveal the forces shaping people's lives. So the one thing, that you also have to have, you have the writing and everything I talked about, the 2 writers, who brought it to life. And then, like I said, the wardrobe and everything like that. But also, you got to have a top tier cast, and they have it here. Leading the cast is James Franco. Now, I know, James Franco is persona non grata, right now in the Hollywood. People have stayed far away from him. But the thing about it is, you cannot deny that James Franco, is a talented actor. I mean, a lot of people know him from comedies and stuff, but if you really look at his filmography, James Franco is a good actor. I mean, drama and serious actor. He's a all around just great actor. And in this series, he does double duties. He plays a set of twins, in the show. And the thing about playing twins, and he does it well, if you look at great twin performances, he definitely, what am I looking for? I mean, he shows a lot of range. Because if you're playing twins, you have to, the performances typically have to be very nuanced. Like, you have to be able to show a difference in the characters, and to be able to go back and forth between those. He does a great job. Also, you got to give kudos to Maggie Gyllenhaal. who delivers a powerhouse performance in the series. Her performance anchors the series. I mean, she is the heart of the show. She is the heart and soul of this show. She's vulnerable, ambitious, and defiant all at once. Like I said, a great performance from Maggie Gyllenhaal. Um, Also in the series, you'll see. I don't know who the HBO casting people are, but HBO always does a great job in casting for series. And then if you see some of their hallmark series, such as Sopranos, The Wire, Oz, you'll see those actors, a lot of character actors from those shows are in this show, and they are on par with Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Franco. The performances are stellar as well. But like The Wire, this show, because like I said, we just mentioned, the guy who brought you The Wire is responsible for this show. But like The Wire, the show isn't just about the individuals; it's about the institutions and the systems. The Deuce looks at capitalism, gender politics, sex work, and exploitation, often blurring the lines between survival and self destruction. It's sharp, empathetic, and unflinching all in one. Just to wrap this up, the Deuce isn't for everyone. It's raw, it's explicit, and at no point is it gratuitous. At least I never saw it that way. It's not gratuitous at all. Everything you see is for a reason, and it pertains to what is going on to the complete story, which a lesser mind or lesser talented person could have turned it that way, but nothing in it is gratuitous. It's slow moving, but if you appreciate layered storytelling, moral complex characters, this is the show for you. This is truly a gem that deserves your attention. So I'm telling you guys this right now. This is a P's recommends. I recommend you check this out. Deuce. You could catch it on HBO Max. It's definitely um, something worth your time, and you should check it out. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I want you to go check it out. So guys, yeah. With that being said, everybody, like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe, smash the like, get in the comments. Tell me, have you seen The Deuce before? What did you think about it? Do you think it was a great show, or are you interested in checking it out? But please check out the show. I'm recommended it for you. And so with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.